Hello. Hi, good evening, everyone. Right. Hope all of you are doing fine. Welcome on board for our second sessions of Saturday Night Live with Ken. And for those that's online right now, tonight we have a special guest with us. And it's going to be a very interesting topic, especially at this during pandemic period, right? So I hope you guys are going to stay tuned throughout these entire sessions, and hopefully by end of these sessions you're able to grab something and also learn something that can benefit you in your day-to-day life, right? So yeah, without ado, our tonight topic is going to be about grit and determination, as well how to be resilient, right? Especially during this period of pandemic. Okay, so to begin with, I will start off with introducing myself first. And for those that still do not know me, let me share a little bit about myself. Okay. So yes, okay, that's me. Yeah. Now, my name is Ken Neo, and I'm the founder director of a multimedia studio called Infinite Loop Media in Berhad. And what we do is actually we focus in terms of creating corporate video, company profile video, commercial video, 2D, 3D animation, virtual reality, augmented reality, and as well web development. Yeah. And throughout all these years, since we have started up about 7 years ago till now, we have won numerous recognitions for our company, not only in Malaysia, but also regionally and across international arena. Okay, so without ado, let me do a brief introductions a little bit about our guest speaker tonight. All right, let me stop sharing that. Okay, and okay, hold on a minute. I'm pulling out the profile of our speaker tonight, of our guest, yeah? Okay, here we go. Okay, all right. So tonight we have the honor to be able to invite a motivator and then as well a lady entrepreneur, with the name of Lady Anne, right? And she has definitely a very much extensive number of years of experience of staying overseas and as well back in Malaysia, running, doing her entrepreneurships and as well helping so many other startups and businesses, right, to venture into this arena. So without ado, let us welcome, right, Lady Anne.
Hello.
Hi, Lady Anne.
Hi.
Good evening to
Hi, good
you.
evening. Hi, good evening,
Welcome,
Ken.
welcome. Right, how are you
Oh,
doing?
thank you. I'm good, thank you.
Right, so it's good to have you
Yeah.
here. Welcome on board,
Yes.
and I'm sure that you are prepared, right, in terms of of sharing with us the topics that we are going to go in depth tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward for this live together with you. Anyway, yeah, first and foremost, I would like to thank you, Ken, for inviting me tonight, with Saturday Night with Ken. And I really appreciate this. I would just introduce a little bit about myself. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
representing my friend Lady N. Yeah, and also my community, Johor Lady Law. And this is ladies entrepreneurs community based in Johor. And I have a few years background of working in creative and development when I was in Sweden, but my main background is on management, yeah, in hospitality management, yeah. And I was back here in 2010, yeah.
Okay. So what makes you back to be here after, living so many years abroad, right? Isn't it
Yeah.
always a lot of people say, that overseas life isn't it? It's always better. And what makes you want to be back here?
Okay. I would say it's just a fate that I'm back here. You know, I want to be with my husband, and we feel that yeah, after many years back in abroad, I would like to settle down in Malaysia and just share whatever that I've learned and I've experienced out there. So maybe we can share it here in Malaysia. Yeah, so that is one of the reason, and also family. Yeah, my parents are getting old, so it's like it would be nicer to be closer to them. Yeah.
Yeah, I do understand that because I think we share so much of similarity, right, between us, yeah, in terms of the almost a number of years of what we have done and also spent overseas, isn't it? In fact, you're even longer
Yeah.
than me. Yeah, you're like almost
Yeah.
like 17 years, right? Based on what you have described to
Yes.
me earlier on, isn't it? And
Yes.
for me,
17
I
years.
also do almost the same. 15 years for me. Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
So
yeah.
after all, there are so many reasons, right? And one of it is definitely going to be family, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good, good. So, all right. So perhaps maybe you can also let us know, right? Since you're back here, what is actually the thing that you're doing right now, right? And how long you've been doing this, Yeah.
Okay. So as I said earlier, that my background is actually in the hospitality management. So when I was back here, I was in the hotel industry for a couple of years, and in 2016, I started to come up with this idea of having community, ladies community, because since I came back, I need to start all over again. I need to connect with people. We left so like 17 years from Malaysia, so when we come back here, you need to connect with new people, make new friends and connections. So I start off as a small community, ladies community, and I noticed that within that year, like we start to, some of us are homemakers, and some of us are freelancers, some of the service providers, and also corporate people that they are ladies that I feel that we can be strong together if we have a community that is, with the same wavelength and with the same goals. So I start to actually from 2016 actually until 2018, I spent most of the time actually networking and to build your brand, because when you're in the entrepreneurship, you don't really start off and become an entrepreneur. There's a step, there's a process to be there.
Yes.
Yeah,
Agreed.
yeah,
Correct. Yes. And networking is definitely, the fundamental, right, of how you actually get to
yeah,
know people, build relationship with them, right? That's
yes.
important, isn't it? Yeah.
It's very important. Yes, yes. And
Mm,
through that networking, actually, it makes you resourceful. You know, but you
exactly.
have to be a bit patient. So over during that period of time, I also involved myself as a NGO member. To do the NGO work, because I want to get
Wow.
on the field to understand more about the society, about the women here, so that I can create a solution, uh, for them to continue their life, or to, start up a business and all that. So through that involvement from the NGO, then I start to, focus on, or maybe this is a way how I can help other ladies, other women as well. Yeah.
Understand. Well, I truly need to salute you, Nora, Lady Anne. You know why? Because that a lot of people, when they actually start to be an entrepreneur, the first thing is that they'll always go into like looking into the market, and as well having the thoughts of selling, right? Selling the service or solutions. But in actual fact, you did not. You go back to the fundamental of, right, really, get to know people, get to know the community, understand their perspective, and understand even their problem, right? The scenario that they're facing, before
Yes.
actually you work out the solution for them. That's wonderful.
Thank
Really.
you. Yeah, because I feel like if you want to do something, you need to understand the basics first. You need to understand the fundamentals. That's the core of everything in whatever that you want to do. You need to understand from the beginning the process, because we can't see just the outcome, the outlook on other people, because it's truly different journey for each of us. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. So throughout this period, right, can you share with us a little bit about your accomplishments, in the things, in terms of the things that you have done, and
Mm.
especially, during the pandemic, right? What are the things that you have accomplished during this period?
Okay. Actually, when I come to think about it, there are numbers of things that I managed uh, to plan and to do in spite of this pandemic, and we can share a bit
Okay.
on this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Thank you so much. That earlier on, you have actually sent me a file, right, of the some activities and project that you have done.
Yes.
So yeah, let me share it out with everyone here. Okay, good. We are able to see it right now. Right. I hope the audience is able to see it as well. Yeah, perhaps you can brief us a little bit about some of these activities here.
Okay. So after the pandemic, like after what then after the MCO, then we start to get a little bit a little bit flexibility on events and stuff like that. So I planned a little bit smaller group in a smaller group. So some of them are like for instance, this is Anura is a local brand. Is So we collaborate as in terms of I become their spokesperson for Anura, and that start in July that we do the product sharing, and then we do women empowerment workshop with the AADK with I think
Mhm.
about 30 packs or something. And we launched a love affair where I convert my office to become a cool beauty space because I noticed during the pandemic, there's a lot of people are losing their income through the service as a service providers as a freelancer. So I provide a space for them to use um, uh, like a monthly and daily rental to ease the burden of renting, you know. And yeah, in November, we signed a collaboration partner with Polytechnic Ibrahim Sultan, and also we launched Johor Lady Drivers Only. This is a platform by one of our members. So one of our member in Johor Lady Love is also having a platform where it's focusing on Johor ladies, on lady drivers only, you know.
Wow.
And yeah, all my ladies in the Johor Lady Love are really, powerful ladies, and I'm really proud of them. And one of the collaboration we did was with Nura Plus as well. It's a local brand. Basically, I try to focus on local brands and local entrepreneurs to support and bring up their brand awareness. And this is very interesting, the picnic affairs with Alphamere. Okay, Alphamere is a platform where they empowered women through horses. Like you get to know yourself through bonding with a horse. So it was
Wow.
a yeah, it was a great session that we had then. And
Now,
then we
now I
also
understand. Now I understand why is it called Alpha Mare already right now. The name itself, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and it's really interesting program. Yeah, and they are still actually doing it now, and not now, but after maybe PGP. Okay,
Yeah.
and also a part of just doing the pop ups and marketing, we also do like CSR. So we collaborate with the Jabatan Pembangunan Wanita Johor, a free market for the families in Pasir Gudang. That was in March. And we were also invited by Capri by Fraser to do pop up. And we do a event promotion for Hana Life Studios, which is one of the ladies that is renting the Cobra UC space. And also in April, we signed a partnership with Amari Johor Bahru, and so from April to the end of the year, we will be having our meeting and our pop-up every month at Amari Johor Bahru. Yeah, so I just feel that, there are so many things more, but I just want to focus much on this because it's like really, I wouldn't able to do this if I were not to have a good support from the ladies as well. But
Yeah.
these, but when you have a clear goal, then the rest will know how to, to fly with you. Yeah.
Yep, definitely. Well, I really must, salute you, right? That throughout this one whole year, when most of us are actually grounded at home, and a lot of there's so much of things that we cannot do, right? But yet somehow, you're still able to carry out. I believe all these are done according to the SOP and also in the smaller groups, right?
Yeah.
Else, I'm sure
Yeah.
that you'll be able to. I'm sure that it's going to be grander, and in a bigger scale, things like that, isn't it? Right?
Yeah, it was like it was before the plan was like before COVID, everything was all the plans
Yeah.
were changed like a 360 degrees for me.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
So does that also affect you in some way that some of these are setbacks? Setback as in like you have a grander plan, a bigger plan, right? To
Yeah.
execute it out, but somehow due to this pandemic, right? There's so much of disruptions, and you have to revise, right? The formats of it, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, yes,
Mm,
and but I'm glad that we managed to build the network. We managed to, get people like all the ladies that is in my community still running their businesses, not closing down. So
yeah,
yeah, thank God for that. Yeah, there will always
yeah.
a way if you want to do something.
So
Yeah,
So that's the reason why I find that, right, you are the right person, right, to share with all of us, about this topic tonight, be resilience, right? Because I'm sure that, you have so much things that you wanted to carry out, but again, right, all of it somehow just get disrupted, so it requires a lot
yeah,
of grit and determinations, right, to overcome all this and yet able to combine everyone together as a concerted effort and drive all these successes. Right. Okay, good. So I think before we move on to the next topic, let's see who we have here tonight. So we have like Ramani Gita. Hi, good evening, Ramani. We have Noro.
that's
We have
really long.
all right. So we have Noro Huda. We have Iwa Organicville, and yeah, we have like who else do we have here? I'm sorry. I think I'm having a hard time to follow through because there are way too many messages. I believe these are all your fans and your friends, right?
Yeah, it must be
All
from Johor
right.
Lady Love and my sisters at Jewel, Malaysia. The
Yes.
NGO that
Okay.
I'm with, yes.
All right. So other than the names,
I learned a lot. I actually, Ken, I just want to highlight, I
mhm,
learned a lot when I was with Jewel. I'm still with Jewel, Malaysia. And, when I came back, that is the first NGO that I joined, and I really like really put myself and heart into it, and to understand more about other people's problem, and really it really helped me to tone down. I mean, like,
very good.
I'm not embarrassed to say that. Sometimes as a human, you kind of forgot about other people's problem. You only think about your problem. But
Right.
when when you humble yourself and you be in that organization, you learn a lot. And yeah, it's a lesson that you
Definitely.
can never buy. Yeah. Mm-mm.
Exactly. Truly agree with that. Yep. Right. And let's see who else other than the names I've mentioned just now. We have like Sheila Solomon. We have
There's a
Lisa.
Jewel Malaysia. That's
We
my
have Emma
president of Jewel
Perry.
Malaysia.
Oh, really? Welcome. All
Yeah.
right. Great. Then we have Emma. We have Hannah,
Oh, oh my
Tanam,
God.
Shakira, we have CK. Hi, good evening, CK. Yeah, CK is also another great entrepreneur that I get to know of. Perhaps on this day we are going to invite him to be here as well to share with us his insight and perspective. So we also have like Nur Nadia, Hazrin, Yasota, Aman
Oh my God,
Awab.
I feel
All
so many. Oh,
right,
that's my husband.
all right, great. So Anura, we have Fadila, we have Zulika. Yes, all right. And we have Hannah, right? The
Hello.
person that you mentioned
Yeah,
just now. Yes,
yeah.
good,
Thank
good,
you,
good.
ladies. Thank you, CK-san also. I hope that we will get to know each other soon.
Yes, yes. And for all those that's staying online right now, we hope you will stay until the end of these sessions, right? We're gonna stay till here like only like about 9:45 or 10 o'clock like that. So while in between that, Lady Anne is going to share with us a lot of insights and perspectives about this topic tonight. And we hope you really pay attention, because at the end of these sessions, Lady Anne is also will be giving some lucky draw, doing some lucky draw, and also giving a special gift from herself, right? And one of the way to give is that she'll be asking some question related to the topic tonight. Okay, so we hope that you'll stay until the end of these sessions, yeah? Okay, so yes, Lady Anne, now let's deep dive into this topic tonight. We know that being resilient is really not easy, right? It's about having the courage, to go through all the challenges, and also able to withstand and recover quickly from any difficult situations. It's really not easy, right? So perhaps you can share with us, a little bit about your perspective on this. So now, I think first of all, let's start with what are the challenges that you have faced, right, during this critical moment? Perhaps you can mention a few of them.
Yeah, sure. Okay, because basically, how I work is I'm a people's person. Yeah. And also, most of our activities are physical activities. I do workshops and we have pop-ups, like you said, but it's in a bigger scale. And we like to connect with people, we have to meet up face to face. So um, during when it comes the time that suddenly it's just a total lockdown, right?
Yeah.
I I just like kind of like where do I go? It is a big challenge because I don't see the possibilities. You just totally like, what do I do? Yeah, and it's not easy. And
Definitely, yeah. Plus, the most of the activities that you need to conduct, right, are actually physical activities, and you need to mingle, network, right, build the relationships,
yeah,
right, isn't it? Yeah.
yeah, and
So,
yeah, and
mhm.
also because I have it was a joke, but I just thought that 2020 is my year, because I already planned my networking and marketing and already ready to fly in 2020. So my New Year's goal is 2020 is my year. But it seems like Corona wants to take the place. So um, yeah, so I'm like, okay, it's not my year, but maybe I can still call it my year. And it's very difficult because I already have a calendar event for a year for 2020, and one of the highest the peak is in September. We were supposed to have a pop up in Stockholm, in Sweden, at my friend's gallery. And it's really like we are really looking forward for that. And other than that, all the plans, all the workshops, we have to cancel. We have to call off because we don't know what is the outcome, and we don't know how long. So I took the decision the the second week to just reshuffle my plan. Yeah.
Wow. So it must be tough for you, yeah. I mean, on one side, right, you'll be so excited about it, but on the other side, right, you face the reality that all these things just get disrupted. Yeah. But isn't
Yes.
it
Yeah.
great? Isn't it great that despite all these odds, right, being thrown at you, you're still able to achieve so much from it, isn't it? I mean, looking through the list that you have shared just now, it's like amazing, you know, right? With those
Yeah.
activities and how you actually motivate people, to continue, right, to pursue the things that they like and be passionate about it. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
share with us a little bit. How do you find ways to overcome all this and yet able to come up with that kind of, achievement?
Okay. Like I said, like the first week we were like totally blank. I was okay. Is this gonna be 2 weeks, or I didn't expect it's gonna be longer. But my husband, my mentor, my sifu, okay, he mentioned to me, don't hope that it's gonna end very fast. This is gonna be a long. So prepare yourself. So I start to find a way. How do I connect with these ladies that those in my community, that. So I'm not really a social media person that much because I'm very much in a physical. So my social media or like doing live and all that is totally not my thing. But we learn, we push ourselves. So the second week, I just start to feel like, okay, I need to do this. So I learned how to do the IG live with all the hiccups and all that. It works anyway. And through that live, I also managed to connect with new people. But of course, you still don't know what to do, right? So for me, I start to see things in 6 months, 1 year planning. Yeah. And I start to do, I usually do this. I do self audit. Yeah. I do my SWOT. So from my SWOT, then I will see where are my strength and my weakness, where I can, maybe team up with other people that have the strength in other ways. So, and just, keep on being positive. It's not easy, but because
Yep.
I also have a number of people, like ladies around me that also need the support. So if I were to,
Mhm.
I feel like if I were not feeling so positive, how do I, help out with other ladies? So we kind of during that time I have a number of ladies who are quite young. So we do a video, like each every
Oh,
day we send a video, like
wow.
sharing. Yeah, we do sharing about just anything. So there are about 20 of us. So it's like daily, every morning we have these. So it becomes something like you get connected. Yeah.
I see.
And
So
of
are those,
course, yeah,
yeah, are those sessions like being conducted live as well, or is just like a closed
uh,
loop
it's,
kind of?
yeah, it's a closed loop. Yeah.
All right.
Because it,
Okay.
it could be some personal. So, um,
Understood.
and
Okay.
just being positive, but also not in denial. Some people are denial, like thinking that it's gonna end soon. It's gonna be better. Things gonna be better. Of course, everybody are looking for things to be better, but we have to be
Yeah.
realistic. And
True.
of course, I want it to end as soon as possible so that I can do things.
Yeah.
And who
Yeah.
wouldn't, right? But we also have to be realistic, not denial. So when
True.
there's flexibility or after that you can do small events with a number. So we try to, follow that SOP so that we can keep, we can reduce, not to create more problems, but also at the same
Mhm.
time we manage to run our own businesses. Yeah.
Understand. You see, Lady Anne, right? I can truly see, you're very passionate in the things that you do, right? Even with all the odds and challenges, even like, being very uncomfortable, like just how you said, right? You are not a social media person, right? I mean, of course, you are I would say you are a very humble and down to earth person that you love to be connected with people physically, right? In front of them, face
Yeah.
to face, right? Things like that, and
Yeah.
build true, meaningful relationship. But somehow, you know that, you just can't be like, just wait there, right? And you actually
Yes.
connected with
Yeah.
people somehow, right? You force yourself to be like in uncomfortable, to be on social media, to be doing live, right? And in fact, right now, you're doing a live session with us, right? With like about all your friends and fans watching together with us tonight. Yeah, so wonderful. So
Yeah.
I can see that you're very passionate in the things that you do. Can you share a little bit about what makes you to be so passionate about this? What is it inside you?
Okay, I'm not quite sure like why, but I just feel that I have to come to the stage where like the Maslow, the hierarchy of needs. Yeah, I just feel that I'm in a level where I would love to have a self-esteem satisfaction because I get the satisfaction to to share what I can share, my knowledge or my experience, and to see that will help another lady or some other ladies or even men to get inspired and to to pursue their goals, and that would just be something that will give me so much satisfaction because I love to have a balanced life, and I love to have my time, my me time, my time with my husband, my family, and my time with my friends, and also um, taking care of the health and all that. So I like a holistic, idea of living life. So if you know so much, if you have knowledge, if you have something that you can share with the community, why not? Why not share it? So that other people also can reach their goals and live a holistic life as well. Yeah. So
Yep.
that's I think that drives me. Yeah. I'm not looking for
Marvelous.
to be celebrity or like to be seen so much, because I'm really not a social media person. But what I want is like to be known, to be the person that they will remember me as someone that they learned something, something like yeah.
Amazing. Wow, that's good. Good to know that. Now, despite all these passions, right, we also know that you have faced so much of setback as well. And just want to find out, how do you find your grit and determinations, right, in doing these things that you do? What really push you ahead, right, with this? I mean, are you a born person that's like already, be very strong, things like that? Are you a person like
No,
that? But
no,
what
I'm
what
not.
what makes you that you're able to, push through all these things?
Okay, I think partly it's because of my experience in working and studying in abroad, you know, where you have to, where you will be accepted in anywhere as long as you have the willing to, to try and to do something for yourself, and you have to work for it. Like you want to be, you want to graduate, so you need to learn to get in the university. For instance, for me, I have to spend 2 years just to learn the language, the Swedish language, for me to go to the university there. And I did that, because if you don't
Wow.
have the Swedish language, you will not be able to be accepted there. So it's how you see things, it's how strong you want to be to reaching your goal. And I always feel that the important part is also to be humble, whenever that you are, wherever that you are. And when you have to be humble, because there's a lot of things you don't know. Like every day you are learning something new. You don't know everything. We don't know everything. For me, it's a learning thing every day. And you
Exactly.
establish that desire to reach your goal. You need to do your own SWOT. You can't what is it? I don't actually, I take people as my icon, like as an inspiration, but I have to see myself where is my goal and what I want to do. So it goes with everybody. So set your goal, reduce your expectations, because if you have too high expectations, it will be you get disappointed easily. Yeah, take step by step and adapt to the changes, the
Yes.
surroundings. Yeah.
Noted. Wonderful. Wonderful. I think this is really the in depth, of the key points, right, that you all wanted to know. And I hope, all of you that just now able to hear it very well, right? Thank you so much, Lady Anne. I really captured a few of those points just now. Wonderful. So now it's also like, perhaps is this like only that is only applicable to yourself, or like, with those points that you mentioned just now, can it also be easily applicable to other people as well? I mean, what are the ways that
Yeah.
these other people can do, in order
Mm-hmm.
to be like successes? I mean, be successful like you.
Okay. It's actually it's not a secret. Like it's like everybody can practice this. So because being resilient is like you're able to bounce back from difficult times, right? So when you
Yes.
are challenged by a difficult situation, take a few minutes, and what to say, visualize yourself in that situation, and you need to know, like I said, you need to know what is your strength. So use your strength, and what is your weaknesses. So if you have some weakness, like for instance, me, I don't know how to do this live and everything. Learn every day, learn, and use the social media, right? Use it wisely. You can learn a lot through social media. It's a free lesson that you can learn instead of like distracting yourself with other things. So focus is very important, and you need to have a good mental, physical well-being. When you're healthy, then you will think straight. You will think straight, and you will have the pursuit, the guts or the determination to go further. Always look for inspiration somewhere in someone. Yeah. and
Understand.
and I think everybody needs a self-reflection moment. Everybody needs
Yes.
that. Yeah, once in a while you need to do that. Yeah.
Is there any simple way of how to do that self-reflection? Because I do know that I hardly do that. I myself hardly do that. Is there any way that you have been practicing all the while that perhaps you can share with us?
For me, I just do, like I said, SWOT. Like I
Okay,
list.
I see.
Okay, so SWOT is strength. What are our strengths? What are our weaknesses? And
Mm-hmm.
opportunity, what are the opportunities that you have around you that you can use for your to contribute to your strength or your skill. What I mean is the strength is your skill, what you have. I mean, for instance, in entrepreneurship, right? Suddenly you can't do the massage or whatever, the service provider is totally no. Okay, what is your other part that you can do? Maybe you can share your skill on understanding the body parts, and start to do classes on that instead of doing, and you share your knowledge, and for apart from that, I have like specific time that I will need to detach myself from certain things, because you want to think clearly when when you have something in your mind, you have a goal, but you are so disturbed by a lot of things around you. So you need to dedicate certain time for yourself and do the self reflection. I know it's not easy, especially now everybody are work from home, like everybody at home and all that. But maybe you
Yeah.
just sit in one corner and just off the phone, off the Facebook, just reflect
Yeah.
yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Disconnect for a while, right? So that you can really have a
Disconnect.
moment for
Yes,
yourself
yes.
to really think through, and do the analytical perspective and also deep thinking perspective. Yeah. Thank you so much, Lady Anne, on sharing that point. Wonderful. So now looking back at the our audience tonight, I think we can see a few questions from them, and one of it is coming from Sheila. Sheila said she has a questions of managing and leading a ladies group. How do you manage conflict? So yes, perhaps you want to answer that.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Sheila. Okay. So I must say that managing human beings are not easy, and as you have to be fair to everybody, and you have to understand from both parties if there are two people having a conflict, and you have to give a fair share of listening on the issues. But at certain point, there are also times that maybe you are supposed to, you know, take them aside from the main focus, because the main focus, it depends on the organization, the what is the main focus.
Yep.
And if it's not related, then it should be deal out in a different way, like
Fully agreed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like for me, I would prefer if it's on private matters, I will not get involved if it's not about me, because
Understand.
my goal is to grow my platform. So if it's going off track, then I would try to make them understand that this is not something that we have to uh, involve other people
Yes.
in the group. Yeah.
Definitely. I think after all, right, the basics of it is like, to answer that question is like, go back to the fundamental of the objective and goal and also mission of that organization itself, right? What is the key objective of it? What is the main goal, right? What are we supposed to achieve, And if whatever things that's come into place, right, can fulfill that, yes, we'll take into consideration. But if it's, but if it's not helpful, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
if it's an issue that's being brought up, right, that it deviates from the main objective, right, then definitely, we have to deal with it separately. Yeah,
Yes,
fully agree
yes.
with that.
Mm.
Good, good. Okay, so for those that would like to, keep on sending your questions, feel free to do so. You can drop a message here and we'll be able to see it. And yeah, if it's fine that that question is worth to be discussed, definitely we'll give a chance to Lady Anne, to help us on that. Okay. All right. I think we are almost coming towards the end of the sessions right now. We are left with only another like 10 minutes. Okay. So,
Wow.
yes. So I think before we end this session, Lady Anne, do you have any like tips and some of the key pointers that I'd like to highlight and emphasize to everyone in terms of how to be resilient? Any last messages that you're trying to deliver over?
Okay. I mean, when you're setting your goals, when you already know what you want, you need to be definitely, you know your worth. You need to know your worth, and don't worry about those who maybe, because when we are in a society, in a community, like I said, human beings are very different from each other. So certain people see things in different way, and certain people think different way. So it's different perspective. So you can't expect people to see things at your own perspective. Not everybody will see that. Yeah, you have to accept that. So you need to know your worth, and when you know your worth, you know where you're going. The right people will hear you differently. You know, and there's no, you don't need to be explaining things. You just have to be sure where you're going, what is your worth, and who want to come with you will come with you, and who doesn't hear you in the right way, so they will just follow. That's just that. So everybody have their self-worth, and protect that, and don't let anybody to bring you down with the negativity. Yeah, because when you are in a positive mode, you can always achieve whatever that you want. Whatever that you're wishing for, hoping for, when you're in a really right circle of people, circle of friends and positive, I'm sure you will achieve what you want. Yeah.
Yes, wonderful. Thank you so much. I think there's one more thing that I think we need to share, with the audience tonight, right? Is that you have actually compiled, highlights of those activities that you have carried out last year, isn't it? All the way till now. So
Yes.
shall we actually share it with everyone tonight?
Yeah, sure.
Why not?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Yeah, everyone. Okay.
Sure.
Here we go. Okay. All right. Wonderful, right? Yeah, so you get to have a good glimpse, right, of all the highlights of the activities that you conducted last year. And I'm so happy to see that, those wonderful moments, right? Good job
It
on
really
that.
touched me every time I watch it.
Right. Yeah. Good, good, good. So, all right. So we have come to the end of the sessions, and now is the time for the lucky draw. All right. So perhaps you can share with us what will be the special draw for tonight. What?
Sorry?
Can you share with us what will be the special gift for the lucky person tonight?
Okay, yeah, and I'll be giving a business consultation one to one for like one session. It's about 1 hour actually the session, and this is for for those ladies who are starting off business or something, and also for those who are maybe already in the business, I also can offer them one a shout out, a review on their product or services. Yeah.
Wow, wonderful.
They can
And
choose.
does that
They
only
can choose.
applicable? Does that only applicable to female audience or male as well? Only
No, no,
female.
I'm good. I'm good with male or female is fine. It's fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, good, good. So, okay, right, then we can start this right now. So, what would be the questions that we'd like to ask the audience?
Wow. What question should I give her? If I
Mm,
give a hard one, then no one is gonna get it. Okay. Which year that I started the love affair actually? Yeah.
Wow. Okay, for those that actually follow through just now, right? I'm sure that you can answer this easily. Come on, all right. Let's see. Yeah, we are able to see the messages and all your response right now. So come on, come on.
Yeah, okay. It's applicable also to the Joho Lady Love actually because I mean like they have been watching, but we shall see whether they also remembers the year.
Okay, all right. Come on, come on. All right, there's one other person that can answer right now. Zulika, 2020. Is that correct? And
No.
we have another one,
Yeah.
Anura, 2018. And
No,
we have
no.
Nor Nadia, 2019.
It's much older than that. Where I established the. Okay, Ramani is almost close because yeah, she's almost
Yeah.
close.
Okay. And we have Ramani again,
Okay,
2017.
maybe they get confused because Johor Lady Love is 2020. I rebranded, but the platform has been ongoing since 2016. Yes, Sheila.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Sheila got it right.
Oh,
And
wow. Yes, Sheila,
Melissa.
yeah. I
Yeah,
think,
Sheila is
yes,
the
I
first
saw that.
one.
I saw that as well. All right. Great, great. Congratulations, Sheila.
Is it
Wonderful.
the Christian?
That's good. Congratulations. And you get at least a free consultations with Lady Anne, or at least a shout out, right, of your service or
Yeah,
your product.
yeah. You
Wonderful.
may choose.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Great, great,
Okay.
great. So, okay. So I think, yeah, we have come to the end over here. For those that
Mm-hmm.
would like to find out more about what Lady Anne do, and as well how she can possibly help you at either at a personal level or to your business, right? Or even like, you want to start up something, right? You can find
Mm-hmm.
out more from her Facebook at Lady Anne or Johor Lady Love. Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, any last words you would like to share with the audience before we say goodbye and good night to everyone?
I just would like to say thank you to everyone who is watching, and thank you for the support from the ladies, a really strong support from my ladies, and also from your audiences. I hope that everybody will be, keep going strong and keep going positive in this pandemic, and hopefully things will get better in I know soon. Yeah, we really hope so for that. But in the meantime, don't give up. Just keep going.
Yes. And that is the most basic of be resilient, right? Or having great entertainment to go through all this, despite all the odd challenges. Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, Lady Anne. It's a really a
yeah,
wonderful session with you tonight, and there's so much to learn. Even though I've been running business for about 7 years, right, and also having like a long established career in overseas. But tonight, like what you say, every day is a learning itself, and I've learned so much from you tonight, based on the essence and the wisdom that you've shared with everyone. And I hope all the rest of the audience also, right, you're able to pick up something that it'll be useful to you, right? So okay. I think that's
yeah.
all for tonight. Thank you so much,
Thank,
Lady Anne.
thank you,
And
Ken. Thank you, Ken, for inviting me again. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you to all the audience. You have been a great audience, right? Being so participative and,
Yeah.
being so active in the whole entire process, right? We are able to come to this end of the session just because of you. Thank you, for giving us the energy, right? For us to go through this lively conversation. Thank you. And wish you stay safe and stay well. And good night.
Good
Okay.
night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.